Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Zerri Gross, also known as Dr. Z of Greater Self. I'm here with Michael Garcia. He is a special education teacher that specifically works with mild to moderate disabilities, as well as the head of his department currently at his day job, and the owner of Rose's Tutoring Company. We have been working together for a couple of years, doing whole life coaching and just really being supportive to being able to help children specifically. And we were having a conversation as we were wrapping up one of our sessions, and there was a question of like, when do you stop therapy versus look at whole life coaching? And some of the things that were coming up is there a time to stop therapy? Is there not? Like, what makes the most sense? And I think, Michael, you're kind of addressing to like, what that's like.
Yeah, because I think there gets in your journey, right? You're kind of sorting through your own personal stuff and figuring it out. But you reach that point where you're saying, okay, I've like done this deep dive, and I feel like I've worked on all that stuff to kind of help me get to where I need to be. But then, like, what's next? You kind of like that middle ground. So my question kind of is, do I just keep continuing to kind of look for stuff? This is the stuff that's going on in my daily life, or when do you take like that next step to say, hey, I feel like I'm good. I got a solid foundation built. I want to start looking and planning towards the future.
So what I was just sharing is that historically I used to think no one should be in therapy forever. Well, one, I recognize there is a need for some folks to be in therapy always, especially if you have like some personality disorders or some other things that are going on where it's supportive to you to consistently have therapy to make sure that it meets all the other needs you have going on. But also looking at sometimes it's not 100% that you still need to be in therapy, because like Michael was saying, like you may have gotten to a point where you're good and you feel pretty settled about those things that brought you into therapy. However, you recognize there's still a need for some more. And I was saying, I think that's kind of the space where whole life coaching or life coaching in general comes into play. It's not therapy, but it's having somebody else be there, like literally your coach, to let you know, yeah, that was a good play you just ran on life. Or maybe you can make a couple of adjustments and like redo it over. But being able to have someone at that point where you're emotionally at a stable space, that you can work with a different person that's able to then maybe help and take you from where you were when you weren't really clear on how things were, and you were like still sorting through the emotional stuff and like finding who you are and like being comfortable with it, to take you to that next level of, okay, I know who I am, I'm solid, I've worked on those issues that were really preventing me from being able to function in my daily life, and now I'm ready to level up on my life. That's where whole life coaching kicks in versus therapy. Therapy, help you get stable, help you process some like past traumas, hurts, and really look at what that means and how that has shaped who you are so you can decide who you want to be next. And then whole life coaching takes you to that point of, okay, well, let's pinpoint who you want to be next. Let's look at your mind, your body, and yourself, and how we can start creating goals and things for you to work on to take this new knowledge of who you are and really build on it and manifest that greater version of yourself. So can people be in therapy forever? Totally. Can people be in life coaching forever? Absolutely. I know Olympic athletes, they all have coaches, and I'm gonna say they're doing pretty great things because there's someone there to hold that accountability space, as well as maybe see some other opportunities to do more than what you thought you could do and do it in a better way, in a greater magnitude. So.
No, that was great. That's good. I think I know what my next step is.
Like, sounds like we'll continue working together, yes. But in that same sense, since I don't necessarily think everyone should have the same life coaches, the same therapist, but that really gives other people the opportunity to have more from different folks. Now, can you have the same person? Absolutely. If you're able to work and you guys have that great of a relationship, totally makes sense. I know for us, it's been beneficial that there's another person that he works with for specifically mental health things, and then we're able to work on, okay, how do we shape life and keep molding it and making it make sense. So, yeah. I kind of want to ask you about your experience of the difference between like life coaching versus having your therapy sessions.
Right.
Like, having that explanation be there, like what your thoughts are on it.
I think you hit on it really well, and I think for me what it's been, at least the experience that I've had, I've been very, very fortunate, I think, to go to therapy at a time in my life where I needed to kind of process through past traumas, right? And also reflect on some things that I just didn't feel good about in my own life that were kind of, if you look at yourself as like a car. It was like that baggage that you just got to get the stuff out of your back seat so you can just really take off. So the main difference has been, I look at therapy has been mainly about deep diving, maybe, I don't want to use the word correcting, but kind of talking through some of those things in the past. Why do I do this way? Why do I feel this way? Why do I react this way? Why do I keep making friends that are this way? Why do I keep, having the same Saturday night? Whereas life coaching has really just been that space to be like, okay, well, you explored all that, now what? So it's really answered for me the now what? Now what? Now you're going to do this. Now you're going to start a business. Okay, great. Now what? There's more? Yeah. Now you're healthy and you're eating good. What else you going to do? Now you're trying to do some yoga. Or maybe you can get in the advanced class, right? And so for me, that's where life coaching has helped, is that it's that next process. Like, you're trained, you're ready to get in the game. Now tell me what plays to run. Tell me, you're really doing good at this, maybe you want to work on that, and then just keep leveling up. I like that you use that phrase, that level up. So I think that's huge and that's important for all of us.
Pretty much. I mean, I know like Super Mario Brothers isn't like a thing right now. That's probably dating myself, but like, in the video games, like, you level up, it's like, oh, I leveled up. So now in life, there's no reason not to level up. So whether you do your work first and process through with a therapist, or you decide, you know what, I'm good, I don't want to look at that stuff, or I'm pretty straight, I'm just ready to move forward on what's going to make me some money, give me some peace of mind, give me some time freedom, and really just be able to share my gifts with the world with a very specific, clear purpose, then you may be ready to go straight into life coaching. Because now it's not a matter of, why do I still keep, like Michael was saying, like, keep having the same Saturday night with the same friends and like not getting anywhere. It's a matter of, I'm not having that Saturday night, so what's my Saturday night going to look like now? How do I create that into my Monday through Friday? Like, what am I doing differently so that it makes sense? And then I keep finding the next way to improve or make myself even better. Because there's a certain point, I don't know if you noticed, where you like plateau and you're like, oh shoot, I accomplished all those goals. Now what do I do? Yeah. That's where life coaching comes in. Like, okay, great, you did that. Nice work, enjoy it and appreciate it, and let's move forward. You're still alive, so let's keep working to be greater.
I like it. That's good. Yeah, no, it's true, right? Because it's like all the best athletes, LeBron James won the championship, but he still gets coaching. He still has somebody to work with him on his game. So yeah, I like that idea of, I like that you said that, and purpose. What's my clear, directed purpose? So I'm not just sleepwalking through life or through a job. It's actually like, yeah, life worth living. For real, for real. It does. It just makes you feel different. Food tastes different. Your feet and the shoes taste different. Yeah, the air, it definitely feels and tastes different.
That's what's up. Well, I thank you, Michael, for
Thank
being
you.
willing to, have this impromptu, like, let's just get this on the books real quick so we can both be clear and get it out there and do what we do and continue to keep helping folks. Again, Michael Garcia, Rose's Tutoring, out here in Los Angeles area. If you need him, I can tell you he has worked with my child, because I do not want to do tutoring after I've done life coaching, therapy, blah, 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 blah. So he has worked with my child to help support in her education, as well as my older daughter who's already graduated. And again, I'm Dr.Z from Greater Self. Life coaching, yoga, goddess vibes, whatever you're looking for, I can probably help you out. All right, well, thank you for joining in with us. It's been real.